Alright, hello again. It's Failure Family, and we have to get through like quite a bit of the video, so we're just gonna continue anyways, and I'm gonna set up to get that done. We only got the 10, it was a Pokies kind of thing, so we gotta put this on here to get this, and then switch on this, and I'm gonna set this up real quick. Perfect. Now, I know it's kind of bright, but it's okay. But we're gonna have to trudge through, no matter how we look, to get to the next part. But I'm excited about this match because we're coming up on a solid reward. And I was wondering if anybody, for like the sake of just like satisfaction, wanted to see what our collection is as of now. So we can take a look at the Pokemon real quick. And I'm really only focusing on anything that has at least 100 on it. So we do have Articuno. Let's see, is there even anything like worthy of looking at? Unless it's a lot. We only got one Blaziken though. Sets of 3 are like the minimum of like what we need to really get going. And we can run 4, so if we double stacked on Inteleon, then we'd be even better. But that's kind of just like a tweak that I wanted to do or something like that. But anyways, I'm thinking the Galarian Darmanitan is like the next thing that seems cool, just because, you know, with the booster to be a bum, it's like one of the ones that is good that I like, and it has like a lot of the stuff that's pretty strong for the end for him, so that's good. But we got a Dragon Ball VMAX. It's kind of on your opponent's bench Pokemon, and you know what's kind of lethal about that is that part right there. And that's, I think Dragon Ball is on the one, it's like to the right of what's new right now. I think it's one of those. But Madrizzle, see, definitely the best card so far. This attack does 100 for each of those. And then, you know, Electric was the only like other argument. And switching on this, but we're doing a traditional way of starting from playing this and showing it that it can be fun, and there's not this like stale like bewilderment of not being able to feel like you're gonna have fun starting off without going like super on like all the boosters and stuff. But it's still like something you have to like focus work on, but still the best card in the game in my opinion, and completely competitive, and you know, I would never go without this until I see something that's better. But Kangaskhan was, you know, it's solid. I feel like there could be there's another build for like a solid strong one on this, except we don't have enough of those. But there was Bay last time. Put 6 damage counters on your active Pokemon. If this Pokemon remains asleep, you know, that's like such a good like what is it, second. So if I'm, yeah, that's a good second turn. I kind of feel, well, it's kind of sacked, but Super Slice, I'm back on that again. Oof, no complaints from me, not at all, for this, you know, holding to like such an upheaval for said beings, you know. That's kind of just where that story ends. Necrozamina, we got one of those, so we can get the 2 others. That's the other argument for Laser Focus, because they'll give it additional 2 ones right there. But dude, did you ever see that Raticate? Well, I like both Raticates, and I would run a Raticate deck, because you can do the 10, and I mean, that's as deep as Ninja right there. Just trying to think of the name. Dude, all you need to do is run Eradicate, Eradicates, Ninja, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story right there. That'd be a kind of ridiculous deck. I'm looking for a stadium that puts poison on the whole field. That'd be cool. But we're not that far, and I'm not really interested in looking at any more of these. Let's trudge through this, get the 225, and then we got this on a timer for how long we're gonna play, so we're gonna put that over here and then begin. You know, I was messing with the lighting and it was good once, but it's kind of bad now. It has this kind of like lighting thing, but you know, it's okay. At least I did something and something like that. I hope that there's audio at least, because if there's not, then it's not gonna get posted. Let's make sure we're still on record, and we are. The first player cannot play a supporter card. I'm so confused on what to do that I kind of freaked out. And yeah, dude, I'm gonna try to like do this in between of what I'm playing and semi updates. There's pretty much no updates of what's going on with me, and that's like the most Deus Ex Machina thing to be. But that's completely fine. You know, I'm fine with being ordinary for the time being, for a few reasons that I continue to, you know, boast about my securities in life. That was my impersonation. I would like to draw a card. We can go with Sabo. Oh my goodness. Dude, we got some solid moves right here. We're gonna go with Sabo to the Madrizzle. And then our opponent's doing what? They're doing a Cobellion. So we're just gonna either do this to get for our second and then wait for this one. But I'm gonna... Opponent's not starting, they cannot attack. Dude, I'm gonna believe that they're not gonna get something that's that great on this. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna play this to get pulls as well, because you know the only thing that's gonna happen is that they're gonna do hooligan stuff to make you do shuffles, and I want to thin as much as we can and see from there. People got different play styles, but for me it seems that the best thing is to pull and then to run 2 shufflers in your deck that you do not utilize, because then in a shuffle for something, because there's not much cards that interact to discard from your hand, so there's not too much risk. That's just like a minor twerk on like the interactions of what I think of that so far in the game, and it is true, this is my first time playing, and I feel like I've been doing pretty good. We're gonna go with Drizzle right there, evolve that one, and then we can start going for a splash. If there's an that does 60 more, you know, they can get us on a single attack if they get that. So we can do this. It's pretty much crucial that we get that on here, and then pick Evolution Incense to get Inteleon to help us possibly get a kill. But then we're also running risk. Hopefully we draw into something that can, you know, possibly hold out for the future, or get a special energy on that of a solo. I think it did the minimum. So here are some things we can do. We can do the 60, but we'll just be just under what is to be expected. So we have to thin again and hope. It's kind of annoying how we play this one. So we're gonna go this right here, and then go on this one for the Manatee because it's on front. Wait Splash. Let's see if he holds on to his reserves to build, because if he does, then we can have advantage on this switch, which he did, so we're gonna take advantage of that to what they're trying to build up to. But I don't know if we actually do get the advantage of that, because they can stack it onto that unless they don't reach the requirements once we use Hydro Snipe's ability. So we're gonna do that. They can put that back into their hands and they can play that to do that, and then 110 doesn't reach the quota. And once we have this one being built up, then I'm gonna feel a lot better about what's going on. And we again play to having some kind of front. We went with some kind of flipped stuff. Yeah, excuse the horrible lighting, not to attack you, but just this is what we're working with right now. We can go with Jaw Lock on this one, and then go for Dreadnought. That's not going to build into anything else, and since it's an individual improvement, I don't think it matters. Nah, those can go to grave. See if we can get a draw. And another one. Are we gonna withstand any more? I hope so. We can get the insta-kill on this. We're gonna be able to build stuff up, and they do have a retreat cost on this if they want to do anything of that nature. And yeah, I probably want to build up either way. We got enough to be under for what is next to expect on this. So we can continue the onslaught. There we go. I'm just like impulsively a talker because I don't really want to talk too much about this, because I just gotta continue on. But if they start stacking on this, we might be in trouble. I don't know what the retreat cost of this is. 2, so we're only getting a 60 boost for a 120. Is it gonna do enough for the kill? Yeah. I'm actually concerned for us right away. We got no choice. I'm gonna think that, you know, not retreating is not necessarily good, but 120 is gonna build to 240 on something that's just gonna be able to build up to not evolve Toodle, to hopefully, for some odd reason, that we'd be able to get that. But at least we're gonna get damage on it, and it sucks that we're gonna take the full damage to be on that and then be under what Toodle is. And I don't think we have a safe fallout for, like, what is the bend for, like, an insta-play. That kind of sucks. But, like, the only thing that could have happened is, I think we need to get another Inteleon versus the Galarian. But it sucks sometimes, you know, it's heartbreaking to take, like, a complete loss again in life, but that's okay. We got Sobble. Sobble's up in this. And then he's gonna go for an ability. Oh, he's gonna go for the kill. So we can go... Well, we played this on the side. So... Well, we have to wait to Evo Soda because we want to Evo Soda on Drizzle. I'm thoroughly confused how I should do this in the correct play. So, it's one of those things where, so I could search the deck for card evolves and put it onto this, and that would be a Drizzle. But that would not be enough. Now we just have to wait. We're short a step because we need that Drizzle on there. And then if we're on the best that we can do is that. And maybe he's not gonna be intimidated. More so, it sucks that we can't get the fast evolve. Oh my god, oh my gosh. This is so like, you know, please, 150 damage, 150 on an Umbra. That's ridiculous. Which one has the cheapest retreat? So if I play this to not retreat, you know, if it was a free retreat, that would be one thing. But we got no choice to just end the game. End the game. Fight strong. Live hard. Use Krabby. We need the Krabby that was like, we need double edge. Double energy. Double energy for life. 30 right there. Switch that. Evo Soda will bring us to 130 for a one hit without a post turn. We're sacking it all and disrespecting our opponent. Never again. Never again. Oh my goodness. What a horrible first turn. But we got a little bit of momentum in the same place. So, there is that. I don't know how to make this entertaining except like by trying to do voices. Alright. Story time of my commitment to Pokemon. Dude, that I went for, dude, I don't even have a first striker, so my first striker is, so like second would be probably Articuno. We're gonna have Krabby on the back end to just destroy. That's my plan in this life. We're gonna try to seem a little more serious, like, you know, of the characters that we're acting like right now, I feel a lot like we're in between, what's that one? Jaded's brother? No, Jaden Yugi's the main one in GX. What's the one like? You can't live to my expectations. But, or like, Patrolroid! Something like that. What's that one? Who's the one on steroids? That character. Dude, 120? 120 for a basic? Well, you know, I must just be, you know, I just got festering frustration, if I think that's anything right now. But going on a dude, Kingler was our, like, short. Nah, Kingler's balls right now. I'm going with a Krabby Super Slice to the end. Dude, we're going pretty stupid with this one. Dude, Krabby till I die? I don't know, dude. You are kind of psycho. I feel like there's no other choice, though, at the same time. Because then as we build into the twos, that's our only chance of success. We're gonna sack our Articuno, or we're gonna put something on it to get stuff if it doesn't, since we get a 2 turns of cracks. And then seeing what they build up for. Man, this thing makes me feel like I'm in Alaska, or that I'm anxious or something. can do find the ice on something that he would bring up. And for the short damage, I'm gonna try to take advantage of that and see if I can even build up for that if we get the draws. And this is confirmed that we get the draws if it's gonna be low damage. They're building wide and they have psychic as well. I see the resistances. I've watched Star Wars a few times. Now, let's see if I go for Super Slice. They're not really building into anything that's doing right now, and if I can get myself to that point, which I think they're gonna let me, then I only have to build that up one up and then do the one hit for 2 chances. Or 1 chance. No, 2 chances. To get a Super Slice off. Dude, this person thinks that they're the dojo. Like, take your turn. My goodness. Once per turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may move any amount from other Pokemon to it. But it's fighting. He thought that his retreat for those ones from the discard. Dude, I'm kind of pissed because he has Meteorite Smash. Dang, what are we doing right now? I'm pretty pissed that we don't have Double Edged. Are we gonna believe that they don't get the draw? Or did they just say that they discard and put those? How much did they put back into their hand? 1? If they put in 1, then we might have a chance. Or if we put this one on, let this one sack, and then we'll have to go through 2 Krabbies to get a chance to kill this. We are making a mistake right now. I think the best thing to do is to put this on the Krabby right there. That was... Dude, this feels like we're, like, I don't know. Like there's dynamite involved in this procedure. Even with the clicks. Oh my goodness. If we only knew. It feels like we couldn't play at all, but but they did not do the thing. Dude, they did not even do the thing. That's so ridiculous. Please don't get the draw. Please don't get the energy draw. I'm gonna laugh so hard. I'm gonna laugh at you. Look at this one. You know, I'm gonna try to do what I actually think Nick is doing. Man, I'm the best Pokemon player in the world. That's what I think of that one. Got him. Wow, what a fool, dude. He put double energy on his thing. That's the back of the head right there. Oh man, I had to call out. I had no choice. It was just related to the plays. Do they got some high retreats? Yeah, they got high retreats. Let's start building for this one. No land draw, hopefully. No land. Oh my goodness. This one feels kind of comfortable. I can feel the tension. And if he didn't get that lands, I'm gonna be laughing. That was a good story. Oh my goodness, switch all damage counters on with one of your active Pokemon's Pokemon. You know, all they're asking is for us to get to a 220 or have something that's above. Jeez, that sucks. Wobbuffet is the epitome of my enemy right now. If he switches with me, then switch all damage counters with the ones of your Pokemon's active. Dude, I'm just gonna have one that has 100 sitting in the background. Yeah, dude, they don't have immunity to that because there is an alternative. It's kind of tricky to finesse this, but you just have to know that if he switches with mine, and then that I do the damage, and then well, I could have went for the damage right there because I would have gave him 100, and then he would give himself 20, where I would just do something like that. I don't even know exactly what I said, but I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go on Dreadnought is what I'm thinking. And if I go 100, decides to switch, has 20 for 200, and then 60 by 90 for the 150. Then I can go double up on that as well. Because if he switches to 100, 100 is not my default. And then I'll have an advantage for doing the double amount for trying to switch that. Now all I need to do is have something that does 120. Yeah, you know, some people get stuck up and then they miss things like that. And do we need to even click? Yeah, we need to click this and then go for the remainder, which we can do if we switch to this one. And then we're gonna heal our Pokemon, and we're gonna go for the remaining 130, or it's 60, 90. We can go for 130. That was good. A perfect opponent for this one. If you didn't see, we would get 30 plus for each of those ones, so 120, so we had a 180 on top of that for our Dreadnoughts display. See the discrepancies between those two, because the one that I'm running has 30 plus for each trait, and I kind of keep an eye on the pluses because those are a lot more solid, in my opinion, than the ones that are kind of like don't have that. I'd rather go with the one that I have than the one I have. And you know, story time. You know, I put faith in a card, and I got myself half of a playset of Alistair as like a collectible, and I got the Rainbow Secret Rare. I know it's not much, and it's like, you know, it's only so much, but I didn't see that many other ones, so I was like, if this card's gonna get underappreciated, plus it's like a personality that I like, and it's the top of what the quality is, then I'm gonna try to go into it. So I might have all the Alistairs in the world. Just kidding. Not from that, but I was wondering if anybody knew, if they knew like a card game where the boxes are, you know, proactive for cards selling. Like, you know, you'll find the value in your box, or there's a percent that you'll find your value in the box for the value to be over to be like in a continuum. They say that Pokemon is like the better one for that, because that way we can expand our collection and then we won't be like put into a complete dull of, you know, us just using the same exact things all the time. Even though I'm like, the next one that I'm gonna do is gonna be pretty good. No, Butterfly. You know, you're not free if you're under a loan. That's what I never got to experience. That's how I feel. No. I'm attacking until I know for sure this is my home. Not this one, but another one. Dude, I was so happy with the home that I found for 50,000. You know, if you look for houses that are like 50,000, sometimes there's trash and there's only like a small percentile that are good. And I feel like I got one on one of those ones that was good. Even if it was trash, you know, it would still be something. You know, it does not look like White Sox, if that's any description. Drizzle for the level to get a Wave Slash or go on Kingler. This one kind of is like a straight arrow for doing something on a hard charm. So putting that might have been the mistake, but I can feel that I can live with my mistakes, and these were hard moves and kind of risky things to think, but that's okay. That's a 3-hit versus that I can use Rough Seas to protect myself, so I still interact in this battle, and we can have a prayer, because if we get that other one, we're gonna, you know, if we get Hydro Snipe on this one and we're just putting back their lands for their only one play of land, then it's a done deal. Unless they're building up for the bench. Oh my goodness, not a good draw. That's okay though. No hard feelings. I know I've been doing this before the weekend, but I don't know if like... Oh, it don't matter to me. Pretty much, this is just me. At work, dude, it feels like everybody's trying to bug me. They're like, I clean the banks and, you know, they're trying to like shine their brights inside my bank as I'm cleaning in the night, and I work second shift, so I'm light sensitive. So dude, it's like I'm about to go off every day, dude. It's just like, there's just like some chub out there out to get on me for like all the things that I've done. I'm like, who am I? Jesus? I don't deserve to be put on this cross of punishments. You know, that's how I feel. If I got Confusion Poison, do you think I'm gonna be freed by Inteleon right now? It saved me from the sickness. Ha. Dude, if I don't got that thing on the jump, I'm taking that off. Ah, come on, brother, for you. You wanna do that? You wanna do that to me? Help a brother out. Oh my goodness. The extended pause, that's just asking for it these days. Rough Seas doesn't go in for the heal, but that's completely cool. Oh, damage. Oh, damage for a 130. Oh, rest in peace. Oh, Pokemon sucks. goodness, dude. My goodness. You know what sucks about this is that we got 110, so we dead. I want to get my 225. I'm gonna use Kingler's 40 damage to obliterate. I'm feeling fairly catonic. This is ridiculous. That's my Genesect impersonation right there. Or my catonic impersonation. Yeah, I mean, with that voice, you're either catonic or platonic. Oh, do not show me. I can see how someone would think that those hammers, but like the hammer is in front of you, so it's kind of just like barely gets you like out the door on a perhaps. It's like if I were to name the card something generic, it would be the coin, like the flip, the sword of shield flip card. You kind of just lose if you don't get it, if you think it's important. The difference is your weakness, and that's something to keep in mind with what I was trying to say in like a previous like memo thing is the tone of a card. An easy way to understand what I mean by that is looking at the trainer cards and seeing that they kind of say how things are going to go about. I love supporter cards because you're not able to use them so much. Alright, we're gonna put this here to get reserve on this one. And then if it's not on death, we can go for our Krabby. And then, you know, I have slotted matches. You'll get slotted. Alright, Looky Pookie, let's get this. I'm trying to get through this so quick. But it's already almost been an hour. Like, are you serious? 20 more minutes to an hour. That just don't make sense. Alright, we're gonna click done on that one, switch on this. Prevents all the effects attacks including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon GX or EX. It's a 120, so we're gonna go for the 60. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to the Pokemon. It's Pokemon by your opponent. Okay, it only has protection from EX and GX. And then he's not gonna get the finish off that, so whatever they're trying to do, it really wasn't it. Unless they're gonna try to build up to that. You know, we might bite our words, but I'm kind of confident that they're gonna do something. Manatee is gonna push, and then we have Krabby, but if we get the Drizzle on that, we're gonna want to put that down to get the next part. But we can't risk the 80. If we play this on the laydown, we can still evolve it, correct? We'll find out that difference. If we find that out and it's essential, that's gonna suck. But what do we do? Do we believe in Manatee? I want to believe. Like, I want to believe in aliens. Alright, Maury. Let's just get a win. Wow. Fighting Fury. It gets 40 HP more. Wow, dude. Wow. Tailor made over there. Alright, we're gonna grab this drizzle real quick. And yeah, it is a difference if it's on there. Can't be switched on that. And then we can go that 40 to 100 and switch that for the hopes of the super slice. And you know, we're OTK'd. We're gonna get the kill right now. Double tails. All it, you know, 50% from the beginning. Then you know, it was born to fail. And we put that on something that was an 80 to front that on something that where we would have had a chance. Man, we got cracked. We got cracked like a nut with this crap. My goodness. You know, that's pretty exclusive. That's pretty much a Rainbow Secret Rare. Because where are you gonna hear metaphors like that? Not anywhere without like restraint or something. Wow, 10. Thank you for that. I do appreciate your participation in life. If we do this, and then we hope, and then we get the 110, we gotta believe. Luke's thought about life as he played his dark energy. It was good. Life is good. Dude, that's just racist. I almost got myself with that one. I just won. Rebooted. Robot impersonation. I'm in my dummy persona right now. If you haven't been to a Comic-Con with your mother, then you're not really a member. But that's how I went. So, let's see if we can get this one. Can I get a amen? Wow. I feel like this. Man, I was gonna call it. It looks like a poopatar. That was a good one. Making myself laugh because you have no sense of humor. Look at that face. I'm about to put this on the front for a health shield. And then put this Krabby right here. Dude, it's this stuff right here. And I didn't mean to impersonate, but it's just... there's no choice, pretty much. We're gonna put this up. Build up this. Not only if we're rocking the hard, and then building up for something else. Dude, that one looks awfully suspicious. Reminds me of a story once, I'll tell you. It was about a semi-trucker who, you know, like, there's a bank that I have, and then it's the break room is right there, so they always aim their brights, it feels like, because it's a semi truck, and their, you know, range for their lights is like twice as long as the size of their vehicle. So, anyways, it's just going there, and yeah, I admit it that you know, I was about to rage, but I have a future, so I wasn't gonna let it go. I went, you know, I went as deep into that, you know, dispute as the Yu-Gi-Oh Hustler. No offense, but I'm with the Yu-Gi-Oh Hustler on that one because a random thing about like a long time ago when he got in a fight. I'm just gonna bring it up because that's how I feel like rapper status. And yeah, you know, if I have a future, I'm not gonna do something that's gonna endanger my future. I have like the concerns of an accountant. So when a little buddy is like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, this is like my statement in life, and you know, that's the difference of who that person thinks of themselves, I'm gonna be like, dude, you're still a loser, you still don't got any money, you're not a hustler, you don't got a house, you don't got anything, dude. Nobody. Yeah, the only things you are is what your mama lets you say you are. That's pretty much how I feel about that one. You know that boy has a leash, and I don't really like those frothy characters in life. He's not gonna be able to build up for that, dude, and then 60, 80, 80 to 90. 80 to 90 on a hard candy on a hydro pump that's already 140 on something where to one of my opponent's Pokemon. I think I got this guy on the boosh. He can go for a side swipe or he can go for this, but we have the hard candy, so it's gonna be like 20 less. So that's not nothing to me. Even as a weakness. Jeez. Get toasted. Should we set up for the miracle play? Or let's go for a level ball and see what's up. Or a crabby wall till I die. Let's begin a chain though. I'm gonna go with this just in the off chance that things don't go too well. Alright, there's the win on that one. These simple mistakes people make when playing. They're allowing our, like, you know, an alright deck. No, it's more than alright, but it has a lot of interaction, which makes it feel scary at times. Dude, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Dude, I know. That's why I share mine. That's that thing, you know? That's when I'm already like pre-clocked into just for how I feel about myself right now, it's as close to Galarian Darmanitan Fire Red as it can be. I'm about to go for this Lapras though. Did we get Lapras from the Inteleon? Because I feel like we should get the stacks for 4. I swear my work is haunted and I'm being like possessed by a ghost each and every day. You know, I try to avoid it, but those ghosts are just persistent. They'll be like, ooh, be clumsy. Walking through a wall, dude. I know exactly what I was impersonating. I'm gonna try to record myself doing that, like convincing myself that I'm walking through a wall. And you see me on the other side, and then, you know, just constant same things with this arm going up. The shuckle, that's kind of sick. I would appreciate a shuckle. He's not really gonna get a build up, and I have no threat. Alright, we can build up for this and then do some kind of hydro pump to see if we can get that. And Professor's letter to do some thinning. Switching this on. And then it's just ramp from here on out. But it's for each water, so there's no excuse. Put 3 damage counters instead of 1. Between turns. That's pretty rough right there. Is that in between turns? No, that one was between the turn. But you haven't heard the last of me. Alright, if we switch into this one and then goes into 100, and then we could switch that one and get it back. I'm gonna go with getting it back. Is there anything that does direct damage? No, just a slight wrap. I do like prevent all the damage done to this Pokemon attacks from your opponents that have 2 or fewer. Whoa, Shuckle is on that new league. Dude, it's kind of just, it just lingers, it creeps on you. This is a creeper Pokemon. That's pretty deep. It was kind of lame to share my story about how I actually purchased 2 Alistairs, but, you know, I have my own theories about investments. It's like stock, pretty much. That's my theory on investments. What's up, Baze? I got stock. I got lots of money in stock. And I could buy a house that looks exactly like this. Alright, 20, 80, 110. We could do 110 and put this on this to even do even more damage. We can go for the Manatee to relinquish myself of some things like that. But didn't we have a special energy on that? So I don't know why we didn't get that right off the chain. Dude, what even? What is this card? I thought it was this can be only attached to whatever this provides. If the Pokemon is attached, it's knocked out by damage from your opponent. It was done by poison. Wow, poison was the difference. That does make sense, kinda. We're gonna build this up, switch on this, and then is he gonna be able to build up for a direct attack? In case he does, I don't want to reset the water reserve. That was a joke. I am not gonna treat a girl bad. That's, you know, inappropriate. I mean, like, yeah, never. That's ridiculous. I mean, they're just so amazing and just half of the species. So I gotta just, you know, not even show my appreciation is the best way I can show that I care. He's going for a triple poison again. And it doesn't stack to what it would be, which is in my favor, but I can put this here to see what that would do, but on the death of it by this turn, maybe I would want the stack for the 120 versus the 60 on the end of turn, so we're gonna have to go with Krabby. Ah! Here we go. That hard charm has been kind of just disrupting my play. I felt like we could have shown off our thing, but it's just... Oh, it's just too much right now. Have you ever seen Mad TV and that, like, lady from West Virginia that goes to, like, a buffet? I felt like... Dude, maybe my personality's kind of pain. Face. Pain face. That's my strong stripper voice right there. Alright, wave slash. I'm thinking. And I'm thinking we just pulled a, you know, a Ric Flair on this one. You know, she's trying to fit in. She got a trucker cap as well. But that's perfectly fine. I've been only looking to see... Nah, bro, that's just unacceptable. That's too much. We can get another box if we just get past this small hurdle. We can do it. But we only got so much time. After this one, after we get a win, hopefully this one goes fast. I want someone to make a mistake. If we go first, we can get more stacks on a Lapras. Ha 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 ha. Got him. If it's done by damage. Chilling, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Wow, that's actually a good one. That Tri-Edge is not so bad either versus the other Articuno. I'd rather have this Articuno in Mars. Give me this one. Where's this from? It's pretty much nothing to look on there. It's from the UV. How cringe, this guy, dude. The problem with this character is, you know, he thinks that, like, you know, he thinks everything is not cool until, you know, you would just put him by himself. The only leverage he has as someone who's a part of anything is that, you know, he is, you know, I don't even know. The only thing that you have is the leverage of people negative like you. I could definitely pay to have as many views as you have, and yeah, I know who you are, and that's what I, you know, this like body language is what I consider possession, so I see through you. And it's not that expensive to like have that same status. It's like, you know, the reason like Instagram people have it because it's only $400 a month to hold that status. Like, you know, if you were to do it for like 3 years, I mean, it could be strong as like a pop star. So when you're trying to justify that attitude, it's just you and you're by yourself. I would love for YouTubers to hold their integrity as that's who they are for people who are actually in front of them. We got the attitude of attorney Yu-Gi-Oh player. So I'm watching anybody who seems fake and seems loser and doesn't have money, because I don't play that game. And I don't even want your money. I just, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh hustler, I just feel like it looks professional that way, to be honest. And I picked someone that I wanted the format to look like, so that way I would feel I have something to build into that's correct on the low end. And, you know, I'm not going to do advertisement for this right now because it's not important, and it would never be important. Because, you know, money comes from money, and money is my aspiration. And I'm not going to get money from this, even if conversions are a thing. You know, unless I'm converting a high product, which I have no advertisement to do so, and would seem scummy if I were to attempt, and that's pretty much just how I feel about that. But I'm sorry for what I say, but it's just pretty much I continue to progress on things that I feel semi-passionate about, and it's just like an uncontrollable mechanism of my true passion. Hop, got him again. Not only that, but we're gonna just build up for Lapras. He is running water as well, so we might have to retain our weapons in case they were to get advantage. Unless I thought the overbuild of Lapras was enough to constitute us past that. But later on, I did want to make some light business stuff. And dude, we went off like a Darmanitan right there. With the 190 and with the kills, that's seriously bogus. And we got betrayed by a Darmanitan, and it does 190. Dude, we're getting Darmanitan next. I'm sick of the stories. I'm sick of the games. But I'm gonna explain through my story, the 8, it's gonna be like a narrative of what I think of each gym, described into the 4 by the different types that I'm gonna build storylines and like the different things to use, like from my experiences to what happens and stuff like that, to what I think each of them should symbolize as I go through. Kind of like, I don't know. It'll sound cooler when you kind of see what I mean by that, because it is like going to be an art style eventually. And you know, if I really consider it, I feel like it's going to be pretty cool. And then like, you know, if you were ever to become like a bigger PokeTuber, and then you had like, let's say 7 friends, and you wanted, or if you had rivals and you wanted to name your rivals off, and then you call them gym leaders to verse those gym leaders. Or, you know, like how you see in like those World of Warcraft games, they have like favorite guilds, or like the ones that you're, you know, pre-inhibited to pick in the beginning to do such. Oh my goodness, that word was kind of tricky, so it kind of got us off. But now, as I was saying, then you could like have your different selection of friends and then pick off from that. I'm gonna go, you know, if it were ever to be a thing, you know, if Pokemon were ever to show their graces onto me, holiday in my name, please know that my favorite gym would probably be, you know, I'm gonna go with something, wow, it doesn't seem obvious with this fit, but I would go with like either the Ghost Gym. I gotta pick a gym. I'm gonna think about it by the time that I get done with this one, because I really have to kill this one and just get to the next part. That's how I feel. But that would be a cool thing to do as a collaboration. You know, if I ever get to like, let's say, I don't know, we're not gonna be successful this year because this year is all about paying off our mortgage, dealing with people that are trying to screw us over. Like I said, we gotta have the amount. You know, maybe we'll get into a pack and we'll pull like, you know, the Charizards. stacks on Charizards, but or we'll get a booster box and then get the one that's on the top and sell it, and then go within that until we hit the drop off. Dude, what I think is the problem with booster boxes is that there is a drop off. Like, let's say if I were to get the best, most expensive card, and it were to give me 4, so I could get 4 more boxes for the value of that one. And then, is that like the end of the story of what is possible with that? Because if I felt like that, I don't know if I would feel comfortable. Head? Head tail. I mean, we could have ended this game right there. That's so sad. Poison Sting. Dude, all we need to build up is to a 60, which we will. And poison is perfectly acceptable. Because we're gonna build up into a Kingler. And then put the third one on this one. We're putting third, doing Kingler. And it does heal it. Oh my goodness, I gotta remember that key. I'm gonna fight. Dude, the story for me right now of where I feel is that I'm the fighting gym, because I've been going against, you know, I've been going up against banks, insurance, my job, you know, getting kicked out, you know, probably abuse, you know, according to like all these kind of things. So there's more to my thing. Well, I've been going through loss as well within families, so like Ghost is related to my story, and I want to kind of build that into a metaphor of what I feel of the present moment. That would be pretty cool. Telling my story through Pokemon. But yeah, as far as our story goes right now, we're gonna be themed, and I don't know. I feel like we voice act the fighting gym perfectly fine, automatic. Alright, that's perfect. Now we can see which ones do we want to build into. I'm feeling the Galarian. I saw that 190 and I was like, I should get that one. We can open up Rebel Clash. And then we'll call it a night. I hope you saw or call it a day. Wow, we still have like one more to go. That's so rough. This one is a little bit longer, and oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm like fighting with myself for like how aggressive I feel, or if I ever have a like if there was ever context to why I would feel that way. I think I got it either way. I feel knowing something to be concerned about it is a consideration, and consideration for my actions onto myself isn't really something that I find important. I gotta find myself in defense mode and be doing it effectively. This Pokemon can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. Oh my goodness, Caterpie. Dude, what I was saying about like the first turn is actually true. Something good, maybe? Well, let's look at the ones that we got first. Razorfin, Nah for the Caterpie. Is it a Nah? What does it build up to? Icy Winds, Triple Spin. It's a time, so that's a little bit too risk. I prefer Plus. Nugget. You can play this card only if you drew it from your deck at the beginning of a turn before you put it into your hand. Wow, Nugget's... it's kind of dead if it's not that, though. I know it's been going off forever. Search your deck for up to 2 bases and put them onto the bench. You know, that could be good for a basic B deck, you know? Like... that would be cool. That would be good. The basic B deck is something that I'm still trying to work on in this deck. Flickering Flames. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Dude, straight from a stage 1, from a 3, that could have been from a double edge. Ninetales is not horrible, and for the starts of the ones that I used, it was preferred over the electric and the other one. Maybe you felt that others, but for like the initial, the Volcrum of the fire deck is way better than the other ones. First, would you like to go first? Yeah, in case I get Lapras. Ah, Judo. Judo's gonna ruin the game for us right now. It's the better Judo though. Lockjaw's way better. But if we get the Sobol, let's hold on for this. Maybe if we get, I call that thing the shield, the 30 defense, if I think of it quick. You know, the 30 shield would be amazing, and then we can protect against, because fighting always has some like, sometimes like ridiculous mid-game or mid-Pokemon plays. Go with that, got no choice. And they might try to stick it to me, but that's cool. $30 plus 50. Ah, don't tell me it's true. I don't even want to look. We somehow survived that one. Blindfolded. Evolution Incense. This is where the level ball is going to be the more realistic selection, because if we got a level ball we could have built up into a Sapple, but we have to evolution to what we think would be like the only real evolution that would be good right now is this one. But it would heal us for a bit, and then they'll give us some more sustainability. So I put 120. And they don't got anything on that one, so we might be able to kill it. Yay! Dude, I don't even know what I was going off about. Clapping my hands together, like, with this sass. Not like I'm golf. Someone's preference is the dark gym, for sure, with this clap. Claw. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for this one. We got a win right there. Please, please. Oh, 537. So we can get the next thing for the next one. And no, I can't hear myself to play back. This is just so I can hear the sound and not record that. The newest set. It's all about getting the whole deck in the beginning. And I've already been considering this one, and I saw that 190 and I've seen the 150s. If they had Lugia in this one, it would make it the best thing in the entire world, actually. The only things that are not good about this are mechanical. Reveal them, put them in your hand. And unless it's like a welder and it's putting it onto the card, then I don't really care as much. But we have 3 Dramukas that go into Darmanitans, and it's, you know, from this to the next stage, and I feel like it's something solid to blend. And yeah, it's gonna make me feel, going wide out to shorter levels is gonna make me feel a lot happier about this. But for certain, I'm feeling Galarian. Because some of the presets that I wrote down were Unseen Depths was of interest, but it's because the Kyogre only. But the other one has an additional Rough Sea, and Laser Focus would mean a new deck build. So maybe for the sakes of fun, but it's coming to an end after this. So, you know, if you enjoyed, I'm glad. If you didn't enjoy, I'm glad as well. And let's just see what we can see here as from this. From 100, does it have a special energy to it? No. But this would pretty much just be for the Necro. The Necro and the Sylvia. How many? And it comes with a pair of these, which is cool. This attack does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent took last turn. Discard in energy from this one. Interesting, but not Galarian. We're gonna be browsing these to look at it. I don't want this to be long, and the meta for me is like an hour and 8 minutes is a good time for a video to be long. Mewtwo, if you have a double energy, if you have all the pairs of special double energies, who even is, where do you find the double energy? Charizard was a cool deck too, but I didn't really base myself off of fire from the get-go. From the initial, we started off as water. The shallow seas. Traversing the storm now. Getting through. We're taking a good look, try to pass all these ones real quick and see what there is to see. An additional Intellion part to secure the sets of 4, running a sets of 4 on a strict Intellion, where they double up on that one. But we're gonna switch this up for variety and see what it's like to blend. Do you feel it's a good time to choose right now? Because I run on sets of 3 anyways, because it just seems like the most Rubik's way to see about evolution for blending, because it's a 3x3 staging, so I'm sure there's some correct math in there. But we got this one, and welcome to the team. Suicune, all these really strong. I mean, Crushing, Headbutt, Blizzard, you know, between those two, move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Oh my goodness, Pelipepper. Pelipepper, do you see Pelipepper holding the front on that? Because that's exactly what I see. Well, that's all that we have for this one. I'm hoping that you enjoyed this video, and I'll try to make more. But thank you for watching, and if anybody saw it, you know, I hope that you see more, or that you like Pokemon. If I'm around Pokemon, if you ever want to know. Bye.